Henry Nable's actually fighting in 2 weeks' time in the Australian title. So watch this bloke go.
He's had about 50 bouts too, Brandy.
He certainly has.
That's Henry in the red. Cain Mcenery in the blue. He's had 18 fights, he told us. He was just up here a little bit early. He's had 2 years' experience. He's a spark. He said, shout out to Mum and Dad. It's Dad's birthday today. And, mate, he's also a Bunny supporter too, so it's got a bit of a Rabbitohs theme here today as Henry Nable looks to try and get this one underway. Hippo,
any stories that you can offer in the playing days of the boxing? How'd you go, Brandy? Could you
mate,
Did you throw one or two in the day?
You could back in the day, couldn't you? You can't really do it in today's game. It's all about the head knocks now, and as soon as you throw a punch, it's sort of like getting suspended.
Yeah, but I want to know about you and the glory days. Was there a stink there, and who was it, and did you give it to him?
Oh, there was a couple there, I suppose. You know what I mean? But,
there's one out of Western Suburbs Loose Club, I think.
Yeah, there was a few there, Hippo. We'll have to leave them for a later date. But mate, thanks for joining us, and look, all the best. Luck in the carnivals, and
we'll get him on Rabbitohs Radio podcast in the next 6 months.
Definitely.
We'll get him on leading into that Rabbitohs season, man. Some of the big autumn carnival next year, mate. Hippo, thanks for joining us, buddy. Enjoy your night and smash a few more. What are you on, the White Claws or something there, mate? He's on the hard seltzers.
I don't know who's listening, but we're on the waters.
The waters.
We are, but yeah,
White Claw waters.
All right, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Good on you, Hippo. Legend,
champion.
Mate. Ladies and gentlemen, Group 1 winning jockey there, Adam Hieronymus. Can ride.
Kenny White. Absolute gun, the lad. Don't worry about that.
It certainly is. And as we get back, we apologise, ladies and gentlemen. We've had a couple of guests back-to-back. We really haven't concentrated on the boxing, but here we will. Now, Henry Nable, you might know the name, chaps. Nable, Matty Nable, and the late Aaron Nable, who only passed away last year through motor neurone disease.
He's a great fighter in his own right.
Yeah, very, very boxing talented family. And
I got a story about him actually. Now, I was talking to Garth downstairs, and who was our first guest on the night, Garth Woods, former professional boxer, professional rugby league player. He said that when he was young, he went down to Johnny Lewis's gym, and Aaron Nable was in the ring with a young Costa Zoo in his early days with Costa Zoo. So very rarely you put a 15-year-old in with a pro. That's how good he was, the late Aaron Nable. Shout out to him and all his Patrick's mates listening online. I think Troy Hudson and the crew down there at Patrick's, and shout out to his family as well.
Yeah, we've had to all these fighters tonight, and Henry actually said that he's got 3 more fights to have the most in the family. Now, if that's the case, I did indicate just earlier that he's going to fight in Canberra for the state titles in 2 weeks' time, and that goes over a 5-day period. So he might just be an Australian title holder and have the most fights in the Nable family. So, yeah, something to be proud of, and, it's a great little exhibition fight here as we watch it in round 2.
As we go back to the action here, look, obviously a proud boxing family. You know the voice, Matt Nable on NRL on Fox. He's also an accomplished actor, outstanding. Played a few great roles there as Cain Mcenery. Leads with a little jab there.
Yeah, these two actually went to the Australian Institute of Sport in Canberra and did a couple of training camps down there together. So both very talented boxers, as you can see. They both move very well on their toes. Their hands are up. Nice little jabs. Move around the ring well.
Yeah, he's been sparring Sammy Goodman too, who's fighting for a world title soon. That's Henry Nable. Now this fight, Brownie, is brought to you by Patrick Stevedores. We've seen Gus May and Bruce Guy, the bosses of Patrick's. They've got a couple of exclusive tickets. The bosses, they set up in exclusive areas, don't they, Brownie? Look, they're just sitting up over there, overlooking the crowd, and it's really starting to build. I think the capacity is about 500. We've sold 450 tickets, all for the Waterside Workers Foundation there, as they tries to pin Cain in the corner there, but he gets out of it, that one there. Henry Nable likes to stand there, orthodox boxer, Brownie.
He's got a couple of other interests outside of boxing as well, chaps. He likes to surf a little bit like yourself.
Yeah, he surfs down there at Manly, yep. does a bit of lashing down there. Don't know if that's a hobby, but it's his probably something that's paying the bills down there at Patrick's. These boys seem to nice little right cross there from Henry Nable, and they bounce up on the balls of their feet. These blokes, Brownie, they're quite nippy fighters, aren't they, mate?
Yeah, they're light fighters. He's fighting at 63.5, which is a light welterweight in the terms of boxing weights, but yeah, very light. They're very light on their feet. They move around the ring well. You can see them. Their defence is really good. They can move away from punches, but yeah, like we said, it's only an exhibition, so they're not going 100%. It's just like a spar, really. But Henry Nable's trainer gives him the instructions, what he's doing right, what he's doing wrong. So very talented fighters, and we wish him all the best down in Canberra in 2 weeks' time when he goes down and fights for the Australian title down there. He's got all the attributes of bringing back the title with that Nable family, and he wanted to give a shout out to Aaron, rest in peace. He was a great man, and like you said, chaps, he was an MUA member.
Uncle Aaron, yep. Great man. Worked over there at Patrick's with, we've mentioned him a bit earlier, but Troy Hudson, he said he wants to get a shout out to himself. He's stuck at home doing the housework. We'll enjoy the dishes there, Hutto, and do a load of washing while you're at it, son. As looks like Cain Mcenery trying to get the right hand stuck out there. As Henry Nable goes a little bit low there.
And just a big shout out to all the people who are online watching this live stream. Brought to you by the Rabbitohs Radio podcast. If you follow the Rabbitohs, make sure you jump onto our YouTube channel. You can see plenty of Rabbitohs content there, and plenty of other sponsors for the night, which Patrick's is another one there. You can see on the sign just behind the ring. Number of fighters fighting from the Patrick's organisation here tonight.
Is Cain Mcenery sort of trying to pin trying to pin him into the corner there, mate? He's had a decent round here, young Cain. Grew up playing junior rugby league for the Newtown team over there. Proud club. We've seen him win the A reserves here in the South Juniors. We are in the South Juniors, a beautiful venue as he goes to work here. A combination of punches there, land a little uppercut. A lot of power in it as he bounces on the balls of his feet there.
And you see the two different styles of fighters where young Henry's got his defence up and Cain tends to drop his hands there. Like now he's open there for a little punch. If that was they were going 100%, I'm sure Henry will be taking advantage of that.
And the round three, what a great fight. Two fantastic fighters going through.
As you got
What a great fight. The boxers tonight from bout 3 will be presented by Grant Williams from the Maritime Union of New Zealand. Branch Secretary, Local 13, Auckland.
And Brianna, we've got our third guest of the night here, and he's the ILWU Local 100 treasurer from over in the beautiful islands of Hawaii, in particular Oahu, Dane Katifas.